Hey there, everybody. This is Bob, Trade Genius. I have my good friend, still my good friend Phil, with me here, and we're going to talk Bitcoin today. A lot of nervousness. It's hitting my line in the sand. Phil's giving me an Aaron Rodgers speech coming up, so I'm going to let him have at it. Stay tuned.
Trade Genius.
Okay, Phil, 54K hit. I got a little nervous. I got Misty, I got Coney, I got Ybit,
Yep.
I got Bido. I'm looking for that 100K move, and I know there's some seasonality issues here. Please comfort me and our audience.
All right, good friend Bob, here we go into the charts. So basically, I'm going to keep this short and simple. Everybody's like, what's going on with Bitcoin, right? I thought we were going to rally into August. Well, I did too. What we have here is, basically we're in this channel, right? It's been advantageous just to concentrate on averaging into the bottom of the channel there. I also overlaid on this where what I see as a five-wave structure playing out, and we're in wave 4 of that. And so the first wave was off the lows, obviously, and then we had 2, and then 3. The third wave was our biggest move up, right? That got us up here. And the fourth wave is a consolidation.
Hey everybody, it's Bob with Trade Genius. Usually I do fun ads. I talk about our service, but I want to be serious with you for a second. We've been helping a lot of people trading for a long time. As you can see here, I want to let them do the talking for me for a change. But most importantly, we want to help you too. If you have not joined our service yet, come check us out, tradelikeagenius.com. Full service. We have chat room. We have the algorithms for you. We give trades out every day. We educate you. So go to tradelikeagenius.com. Check us out. What you get out of our service is much, much more than what you put into it. And we'd like to see you in the room. Thanks for listening.
It's now playing out into where it's kind of getting into that bearish seasonal of September. But then when you have a bearish September move, you have a very, very bullish Q4 typically with Bitcoin, especially at this point in the cycle post-halving, right? So there's some things lining up bigger picture for a big wave 5 finale. And I'm expecting this also in the equities as well. So if you notice there's a red line over the top of price, and what that is, that actually comes from the Pi cycle top system, and they use some kind of unorthodox moving averages. That one up there is the 365 day or the yearly moving average times 2. So whatever the yearly moving average is, you double it and you plot that. That usually keeps you above price. And the funny thing is that price tends to gravitate toward that, especially at this part of the cycle. Now, historically, not only do you get back up there, which implies a move north of 100,000 towards 110. A lot of times in the previous cycles, you've actually moved above that and trended over it. Now, I don't know if we have enough gas in the tank for this economy and for time left in the cycle. I think we've had a very cycle that's been shifted over, right? We've never seen an all-time high before the halving. We got that this time. And now we're looking at potentially a move that goes up and could end much, much earlier than we've seen in previous cycles. So that's kind of what we're looking for, is something that moves into that zone. And we basically have a move up that maybe ends in the, anywhere in Q4, maybe as late as January, but basically looking for that final push up to those levels. So that's what I'm looking for, Bob, is basically a wave 5 blow off. Below we have our what we call our super histogram. This is a new thing me and Bob cooked up, and you basically, when it comes to Bitcoin, if you get those yellow exhaustion or reversal signals, and we've had that a few times now up here in this zone, it's been a good spot to get average established on Bitcoin. So, and this is something that we'll be coming out with here shortly for mass consumption on this histogram, but it works on all different markets. And I really like it on the 12-hour here, just for basically, if you're in expansion, which we're hoping to get starting in October, then what it's going to do is going to tell you to stay with that trend. And then if you start getting some exhaustion signals, then maybe if you're looking for taking profit, you can trail up your stops and things like that. But I like it because, it kind of gives you a heads up as to when you're getting to the extreme parts of those moves, and in a ranging environment where you can play both sides of the range. So very useful tool, works in everything, all different time frames, but this is kind of a bigger picture here, 12-hour chart. And so pretty much it, guys. I think we have to basically look for potential lows as we kind of get through September here. But what I'm really looking for is this October move. And if we're not green from October to November, guys, then maybe Mr. Kudla is right. And maybe the top's already been in for not only this, but also the stock market as well, which would not be good, because then I think that makes for a bigger bear market. But let's see what happens, right? Let's give it till at least October to kind of show us the cards. But I do think September is going to be bumpy, although I think we have the potential for a relief rally next week. But when we get that rate cut, all right, I think equities and crypto are going to get smacked back down. And that's where we're going to get a final like low. Maybe it's a higher low in the bigger picture here in this range that takes us out of that into the election pump, right? Because that's one of the most reliable seasonalities we have, is a pump right into the election.
Yeah, Phil, I don't have anything more to add to that. So really, I guess we just kind of got to hang in there for a couple weeks and see which way this thing ebbs and flows. Thanks for that, guys. Have a great weekend, and let's see how next week plays out. But we're sure in it for a wild ride here, I think, into the election. So stay tuned.
Trade Genius.